This phone looks completely normal. Instagram, WhatsApp. But the moment I open the settings, everything changes. This phone is running a full Linux operating system called postmarketOS. It's a Linux distribution designed to run on smartphones. In this video, I'll explore the setup, performance, daily usability, and how Android apps work here. Everything in this setup looks very similar to Android. The lock screen, app icons, launcher, and overall UI. At first glance, it feels completely familiar. Now let's see what it actually provides. The Linux terminal in this setup is powered by Alpine Linux. You can install packages using the APK package manager. Let me quickly install a package to demonstrate this. I'm installing Nano. As you can see, it supports sudo. This is not restricted in the way mobile operating systems usually are. My phone has 6 GB of RAM, and the system is using around 50%, which is reasonable and comparable to Android. This is important because memory usage decides whether a system feels usable or frustrating. Overall performance feels stable. It comes with Firefox pre-installed, and browsing the internet is not a problem. Because this is Linux, websites open in their desktop versions. Here, YouTube is opening as a desktop site, I'm playing one of my own videos, and the speaker is working properly. At this point, it behaves more like a small computer than a phone. Wi-Fi is already working, and I'm connected to my home network. Let's test Bluetooth. I'm connecting a Bluetooth mouse, and as you can see, it works without any issue. Mobile data also works correctly. This is an older phone, so it doesn't support 5G, but 4G and lower networks work fine. It includes digital well-being, similar to Android. There's also a built-in system updater, although my setup is already up to date. It also comes with a Maps application for navigation, which works as expected. This is the file manager, and it's a standard Linux file explorer. It shows all the partitions on the phone, something you typically can't see on Android. One of the most useful things here is external storage. My phone supports an SD card, and it works correctly in this setup. This level of access changes how you think about a phone. There is an app store available, although the app selection is limited. Still, it's useful for installing native Linux applications. Now let's check calling and messaging. This might sound obvious, but Linux systems don't always support phone modems by default. Fortunately, in this setup, both calls and text messages work properly. Now let's talk about how Android apps run here. This is an ARM-based Linux distribution installed natively on the phone, so it has direct access to the hardware and enough available RAM. I installed Waydroid from the terminal, which allows Android apps to run inside Linux. I installed a vanilla Android 13 Lineage OS build. I was genuinely surprised by the performance. It's close to native. Because this is a vanilla Android build, it doesn't include Google Play services. So I installed UpToDown to download Android apps. If you want Google services, you can install a GApps build instead. Vanilla was my personal choice. This is the point where the experiment either works or completely falls apart. Now let's talk about the drawbacks. The camera works, but color processing is inaccurate. I even tried installing the Cheese Camera app, but the issue remains. There is no fingerprint sensor support. Sometimes when I plug the phone in for charging, it doesn't show the charging status. I have to reboot the device to confirm whether it's charging. Battery performance is similar to Android. Since this is a 7-year-old phone, I didn't expect much. Based on my testing, this setup shows that a Linux phone can realistically be used as a daily driver, with some trade-offs. It's not perfect, but it's functional, flexible, and entirely under your control. The phone used in this video is the Poco F1, powered by a Snapdragon 845 processor. If you want to try this yourself, visit the official postmarketOS website and check the supported devices list. If your phone isn't listed, installing it would require porting the operating system yourself, which is a complex process intended for developers. For the community build, you can watch a video I made earlier on how to install postmarketOS. Linux phones are still niche, but they're no longer just experiments. If this kind of Linux on mobile content interests you, consider subscribing for more experiments like this, and comment below if you want me to test something specific on this setup.